Yeah, well, obviously I retired at the end of the last season. So I actually just played netball at a local community, a country club, which was probably beneficial at this stage. And then after the conversations with Doc, I got given a program and sort of started trying to condition up again, because I very much mentally had retired as well. So it's just been a bit of a process of trying to get back to some condition, and hopefully the high performance team is on point. So I've got a bit of work to do.
Mentally, is it hard to kind of kick yourself back in?
I think, well, not really, because I love sport and I love competing, and probably the lure of that is again really exciting. So no, it kind of is exciting, and it's great to be back in it. So yeah.
Is it the old cliche of, as an athlete, you only sort of have a career once, and you don't want to sort of feel like that you've retired too early?
Yes, I definitely don't think I've retired too early, but I think particularly in my profession, you only have so many opportunities, and I think my career has just been just opportunities arising, and I've really benefited from taking them. So when the opportunity came up, I don't really think it's appropriate to, unless I really felt like I couldn't perform, I think, you've got to take these opportunities. So.
What's it been like so far?
Just quickly, can I ask you to come up a tiny bit closer to the microphone?
Yeah, sure, sorry.
Just for us to hear it well. Awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. What's it been like for you so far, Courtney, I suppose, meeting the new teammates and getting used to the club?
Great. I guess I knew a lot of the girls, I'm from South Australia and played a couple of seasons here in Adelaide, and played against a lot of them as well. So it's been really welcoming, which has been amazing. They really have amazing administration, and they're a really cohesive team. So I think having played against them, that you could see that, and then now to be part of it, it's really noticeable. So that side of things has been fantastic.
What are your goals for next season? Where do you yourself fit into the side?
Yeah, I guess I think obviously my role has changed, or will change. I certainly won't be a key midfielder. I think largely, I guess I will be there probably in the role of a forward player. Probably a little bit more experience in the forward line, considering, I guess, Erin is not there, and they've got a fairly young forward line. So also I'm obviously a bit of a bigger body, so I don't think I'll be one of their running forwards. So so that's kind of what I see my role as, and I just want to play really well for the team, and obviously at an individual level as well, and see out my career on a high. So, and hopefully get some silverware. See, they've got it twice, but I haven't actually got any of the silverware. So, yeah.
Renee Forth is an old teammate of yours.
Yeah.
What's it been like, playing alongside her again?
Great. Yeah, Renee's awesome. So it was really fantastic to play with her at GWS. She's an amazing team player. She really brings everyone in, and even I think I saw her. She was one of the first players that I saw on my first day here, and she was really welcoming, and she's always got a lot of chat, and it's also nice to have a familiar face from GWS as well. So,
in terms of that forward line, obviously you talked about Erin. Obviously, a strong chance of not playing next season, but General McCormick's not going to be there. She was obviously a strong presence up forward. Do you sort of feel you'll be sort of filling in what they were doing in terms of being that big body and maybe a bit of a marking target inside 50?
I would imagine. I mean, I haven't really spoken specifically to Doc or any of the coaching staff about really specifically what my role would be, but I guess in terms of what I would consider some of my attributes, I think a bigger bodied marking target is probably where I would imagine that I'm of most benefit. As I said, I probably am not going to be your fast whippy kind of running forward.
Or Chloe Shear potentially, because she may not go back either.
Yeah.
But she was really good at big marking. She's a before. Can you take good marks?
Yeah. Well, yes, not too bad. So my netball background, hopefully, I think definitely I would consider that one of my skills, yeah. And Chloe's another one, you know, who's obviously rehabbing as well from an ACL. So, you know, it'd be amazing if they can get back to it this season. But I guess obviously you can't kind of bank on that. So yeah.
When Doc called you to, you know, put the idea, or, you know, run the idea past you, would you like to sort of come and play for us? Did it sort of take you a bit of time to consider that, or did you sort of jump at it straight away?
No, absolutely took me a while. Yeah. Obviously, I have a small business, a very small business, a family, kids, or a child, I should say. And also I had mentally retired. So I had to, I think first and foremost, had to make sure that the financial impact that probably the last 2 seasons had on us as a family, you know, we're probably at a point where we need to move forward as a family financially. So obviously the Crows was much better as an option than going back to Sydney. And then also, obviously, I had to make sure that physically I thought that I could get through another season at an appropriate level. So I, yes, very much had to consider that. And Doc was really good, you know, at just giving me a bit of time and space to talk to my family and make those decisions.
What's the business that you have, if you don't mind me asking?
A physio business.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you work here with the players then? Or?
Slight conflict of interest, but I don't want to be responsible for their injuries actually. So yeah, no, it's good. I guess as a physio, you sort of are in a slightly better position for managing your own injuries, and particularly at the age I am, it's probably a good profession to have in terms of load management. So yeah. Yeah.
So you're a physio and a doctor on the team as well?
Yes. Yeah. Physio, doctor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A vet?
Yeah,
who's the vet?
Doc Clark.
Oh yeah, a vet.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we could start up an allied health, you know, sports centre or something like that. So
Who are some of the players you're really looking forward to that when you were playing against them, you were like, oh wow, this, you know, she's amazing. You know, I'd love to play alongside her one day.
Well, there's a few, like obviously Chelsea and Erin. It'll be amazing to play against. I mean, I've played a lot against Chelsea. I have played a couple of games with Chelsea back during the Melbourne. We played for Melbourne Football Club together, and she's just like, obviously she's got the most courageous player during the AFL PA Awards, and she's just amazing to play with. So that'll be pretty cool. There's a couple of people that I've played with, or 2 or 3 people that I've played with before. Anne Hatchard. She has just blossomed over the last 2 or 3 seasons, and it's really amazing to see, and she's just an absolute beast. So I can't wait to play with Anne because, you know, she's just turning into just the most amazing athlete. I've played with Sophie Lee and Ruth before, and they're just really cool humans, and they're friends of mine, and they're fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to playing with them.
Is that from your Adelaide Uni?
Adelaide Uni days, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. And also it must be great to have, I suppose, Ruth back. I know she took off last season for AFLW for personal reasons, but
yep.
She must be in a good mindset now, and also we've seen her as a footballer, she's a great footballer up forward.
Yeah, so obviously she's doing better, and I think it's great for her to be back around her peers and her friends. You know, she's got a huge amount of her friendship group within the sporting community. So she's been up and about, and, you know, the old Ruth that I know. So I just hope again that she can really showcase her skills and talent, because again she's a bit of a superstar, and particularly up in the forward line. So
in terms of the pre-season, are you going to expect to sort of ease through a bit given, you know, your age and back into time? Or sorry, I think
they'll probably have to ease me into it. Yeah, considering my definitely I'll have to ease into it.
Okay. Yeah, and, the Crows set yo-yo personal best all last year. So are you prepared to do that? Yes, I've done it. We won't talk about that. But yeah, there's a whole pre-season that, as I said, I think the high performance team are going to be my friends, and I'll have to work closely with them. But that's okay. You know, that's what pre-seasons are for, and yeah, that's okay. So are you a footballer who likes pre-season or
Yes,
doesn't like pre-season?
I love pre-season. Yeah, I don't mind it. I like sort of the grind, and I say that now, but when you're running you don't feel like that, but now and in hindsight and all the pre-seasons that I've done, I really enjoy them because again you really see the changes, and it's really cool to see. So
You're coming into a team reigning AFLW premiers. They're going to have a target on their backs, or you guys will have a target on your back next year. How do you think the team's going to handle that pressure?
There's been discussions around that within the team, and I think probably basically last season was last season, and every year in AFL or AFLW it's a new season, and that's no different. So we're going to set our standards high and still aim for that silverware. Like nobody's going to aim for anything else. So as and it is slightly a new team anyway. So again, that was their achievement for last season, and we're moving forwards, which is good for a new player coming in because you want to feel like you're still achieving, everyone's wanting to achieve the same thing. So
and it probably helps that some of the girls went through the same thing from 2017 into they've already come off a premiership in 2017 and had to play in 2018.
Yeah, and not do as well, and then come back to it. So. I think everyone, obviously you always want a grand final win, of course, or a premiership, but you always want to do the best that you can and, get to that highest pinnacle. So, I think regardless of whether you've done it once, twice, 5 times, it's always the same, I feel anyway.
As a veteran women's footballer, what did you think of the CBA disagreement that happened over the off-season?
Yeah, I think there's never a right or a wrong in these situations. AFLW is growing, and it has to grow not just with what we want and probably need, but with where it's at administratively and in the whole AFL arena. So it is growing, which is awesome. A lot of us, or a lot of people, would like to see it grow faster, but I guess it just has to be done with a certain process. I come from the ilk where I played because I loved footy and didn't get paid. So there's so much of me that's grateful to be paid to play the sport that I love. But then, obviously, there's a long way to go. So, it'll get there, hopefully.